Hello, this is Jeff Caesar, Regional Business Development Manager with Rocky Mountaineer. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this quick 20-minute presentation on an incredible vacation called Rocky Mountaineer. Now, we're a train and tour operator based in the Northwest Rockies. Luxury, fine dining, seamless travel experience is exactly what we focus on and what you're going to receive when you choose a vacation with Rocky Mountaineer. Now, don't worry if you don't know anything about us. Over the next 20 minutes, I'm going to give you all the details. And I really hope that Rocky Mountaineer is going to be an incredible vacation for you over the new year or in the near future. Now, Canada right now is a place that has a lot of demand for some great reasons, especially on the West Coast. First of all, first reason would be in this crazy world we live in, it's a place deemed safe. Knock on wood, hopefully it stays that way. It's closer to home for many people from the U.S. as opposed to traveling to other countries. The U.S. versus Canadian currency, a fantastic discount right now, looking at around 20 to 30%. It fluctuates, of course, every week. But if you want more bang for your buck, Canada definitely offers that. And one last point in regards to Rocky Mountaineer being such a big demand that we have right now for traveling, not so much just to do with just Canada itself, but just like river cruising. We're talking 8-9 years ago, and river cruising began. It was something unique and different. Well, Rocky Mountaineer fits that niche extremely well, being very unique and different. So if you want to do something that you've never done before, you've done the all-inclusive, you've done the ocean cruise, you've done the river cruise, look at something that's closer to home, fantastic value, offers a life-changing experience, if you will, bucket list type of vacation, and something extremely customizable in a place that's safe. Rocky Mountaineer check marks all of those. So here's where we're located in this beautiful world. You can see going all the way, starting in either Vancouver, Seattle, or Calgary, as those are the three main spots with the largest airports, easy to get in and out of. Now, Rocky Mountaineer, as I just stated before, is extremely customizable. In fact, there's one thing you can take away. You can personalize everything when it comes to Rocky Mountaineer. You can add nights, take away nights, add tours, take away tours, even change hotels to work with your budget. Now, you can see by this whole map in front of you, these are the locations we go to, from Whistler to Jasper, Lake Louise, Banff. These are gorgeous, beautiful places nestled in the heart of the Rockies. And on top of being a train, we offer tours, from summit helicopter tours, hiking on glaciers, national park tours, city tours, and I can go on and on. Now, we have multiple different routes taking you to these different areas, from the Rainforest to Gold Rush route, the Journey through the Clouds, the First Passage to the West, and the Coastal Passage, including even doing the Circle Journey. Circle Journey meaning it's round trip, Vancouver, round trip Seattle, round trip Calgary. Most people, for the first time on a trip with Rocky Mountaineer, do an average of 7 to 8 nights, one way. I think I want to offer some great tips, if you will. And so I think a great way to start, if you were to do this for your first time, is start on the West Coast, either Seattle or Vancouver. Let's just choose Vancouver to make this simple. You fly into Vancouver, I would spend 2 nights here because there's so much to see and do. Plus, we offer some incredible experience tours in Vancouver and the surrounding areas, including going over to Victoria Island. You can see the beautiful gardens over there, some really beautiful sights and scenery, including the transfer. We can even handle hotel. So lots of different unique tours in Vancouver. Spend 2 nights there, and then it's going to be heading eastbound towards Calgary. The reason why I love going this direction is the hills become mountains, the mountains become glaciers, the wildlife grows statistically in numbers and variance and abundance. So everything just becomes more climatic and more exciting as you head eastbound. Also, places like Jasper, Lake Louise, and Banff are the best of the best. So I highly recommend ending on the best of the best as opposed to starting there. Finally, if you live anywhere in the Midwest, Northeast, Southeast, flying from Calgary will save yourself 3 hours of flight time as opposed to flying from Vancouver. Lots of great reasons why I recommend definitely traveling eastbound. And once again, average trip being around 7 to 8 nights, and you can customize everything. You can add nights, you can take away nights, you can add tours, take away tours, and even change hotels once again to work with your budget. It is really ideal to be able to talk to a travel agent, travel professional, tell them exactly what you want, what you have to work with, and let them put this amazing package together for you, give you exactly how you want to do things in the way you want to do them. It's really ideal. Now, hopefully you were able to receive this presentation with some other great videos. Those videos are 2-minute videos on all of our different routes. We have a 2-minute video on the Rainforest to Gold Rush route, which takes you through Whistler up to Quesnel, an old gold miners town where they're still mining for gold, and over to Jasper. Another 2-minute video on the Journey through the Clouds, taking you through Kamloops over to Jasper by Mount Robson, the highest peak and summit in Canada, as well as going through the First Passage, going through spiral tunnels. I encourage you and implore you to please, after this presentation, check out those videos or pause right here, the video, the presentation, and click on those links. 2-minute videos that really show the highlights and sights and scenery that you're going to experience on Rocky Mountaineer. I also included 2-minute videos on our service levels, which we're going to talk to in just next. The service levels of Silverleaf and Goldleaf. So after, at this point, you can either pause now or watch at the end of the presentation these quick 2-minute videos to see exactly what it's like on board. So when it comes to our 2 classes service, Silverleaf is a single-story car. Panoramic views throughout the entire car. You have 3 hosts or hostesses on board, handling the history, the cultural facts, storytelling, jokes, keep you entertained and aware and up to date of what's coming up ahead. You have outdoor veranda spaces that hold up to 6 people. So you go outside and take a breath of fresh air, take pictures and video along your whole entire way. You have all-inclusive beverage choices. So you truly can drink as much as you like, but remember, as you go up in elevation, that 1 glass of wine is more like 3, and it could be the most expensive nap of your life. So I would never binge, especially on a trip like this. You don't want to miss a single second. It's that breathtakingly gorgeous. Remember, you never sleep on board any of our trains. You're staying in hotels every night, because if you're sleeping, you're missing the sights, the scenery, the wildlife, and the wilderness. It makes it quite ideal. The average time is boarding between 8 and 9 in the morning and arriving between 5 and 6:30 p.m. So it's a breakfast and lunch included on most all of our trains. We do have some dinners included on some of our itineraries. So it just depends on which route you're going and which time of the year and everything. So we'll make it perfect. Just talk to your travel agent professional and they'll be able to answer those easy questions for you. When it comes to food, we have Michelin-trained chefs on board, cooking made-to-order food a few feet away from where you're sitting. Now in Silverleaf, you'll be sitting at your seat, a tray, much nicer than what you'll find on any airline. Will be folded down in front of you. They'll put linens on there. They'll have full plated meals, customizable food portions. You're looking around 1 to 2 appetizer options, 2 to 3 entree options, and a dessert option that changes daily for breakfast, lunch, sometimes dinner, pending your itinerary. So a lot of variety, a lot of amazing food to choose from. When it comes to hotels, you're staying in 3 stars and above, from the Marriott, the Hampton Inn, the Holiday Inn, the Georgian Court, the Delta Whistler. So many different amazing properties, the Hyatt, the Sheraton. I can go on and on. In fact, if you're interested in which hotels we work with, talk to your travel agent. They'll send you a full list of everything you need to see, and they'll be able to answer those questions for you. And you can choose, once again, which hotels, because perhaps you don't need a 5-star or 5-diamond hotel everywhere you go. You want to maximize your budget and do more touring or spend more days in the beautiful Canadian Rockies than 1 or 2 nights at this one amazing hotel. What you can do is you could perhaps in Vancouver, a place that's a large city. You have all different hotels from 3 stars to 5-diamond, all located in the central area. If you want to maximize your budget, I recommend doing a Silverleaf property in Vancouver. Stay in a Marriott, a Hampton, and a Hyatt, a Sheraton. Same with Calgary, another great city that really you can walk out from any hotel and get to anywhere you like very easily and make it economical and affordable, and then maximize your budget to maybe go for the Fairmont properties, the Rimrock, the Four Seasons, and other properties within the Canadian Rockies. So I would do Silverleaf properties in both Vancouver and Calgary, maybe upgrade the accommodations to really enjoy the amenities at, like, for example, Chateau Lake Louise or Emerald Lake Lodge, some other beautiful properties we offer in these beautiful Canadian Rockies. And then go back to a Silverleaf property in Calgary. Mix and match, work with your budget. It's ideal. Now to talk a little bit about Goldleaf. This is a 2-story car, 360-degree dome windows. You have 4 hosts as opposed to 3, so additional person up there. You have all-inclusive beverage choices, of course, so same perk as the Silverleaf car. Downstairs, you have an outdoor veranda space that holds up to 16 people. So you're looking at 3 times the size, which you have on Silverleaf. Then next to there, you have a full dining area. I should actually back up. There's a full lounge first, a small little lounge area with some sitting. And then you have a small, I would say, good-sized dining area. So it'll be a first and second seating. They'll split the car above on upstairs. So there'll be half the car will go downstairs and eat, while the other half stays upstairs and has either snacks or wine and cheese or scones. So you're not going to be starving while you wait for the other second group to finish. So you'll have first and second seating. You're looking at now a kitchen connected to where you're eating. So the food is prepared a few feet away from where you're sitting. Nothing is brought on board frozen and cooked or microwaved on board. It's cooked fresh, made to order exactly how you like it. You're looking at now a lot more variety of options, from 2 to 3 appetizer options, 5 to 6 entree options, and dessert options. that change daily for the breakfast, lunch, sometimes dinner on all of your itineraries. Incredible food options. When it comes to luggage, it's a seamless experience, both for Silverleaf and Goldleaf. Let's say you're taking my example starting in Vancouver. You're going to bring your luggage, of course, from the airport to the hotel. The day or the night before, there'll either be someone at your hotel from Rocky Mountaineer giving you tickets and taking your luggage from you, or you can bring it down the day of and either ask the porter from the hotel to pick it up 30 or 45 minutes before your scheduled departure, or you take it down to the lobby yourself. You're going to be handing your luggage over to a Rocky Mountaineer representative. That will be trucked. It will not be on the train with you. The only thing you need to bring on the train with you is your camera, camcorder, wallet, cell phone, purse. Keep it light, keep it simple. Take any pills or medication you may need. And when you get to places like Kamloops or Quesnel or Jasper, Lake Louise, Banff, Whistler, your luggage is going to be waiting for you in the hotel. Before you even get off the train, you've already been checked into the hotel. You're going to get your hotel room key. You're going to get off the train, take a bus over to the hotel, find your hotel room. Inside your room, your luggage will be waiting for you next to your bed. The next day when you wake up, don't take your luggage to the lobby. Don't even leave it outside your door. You will leave it exactly how you found it, and you will see it at the next hotel. That is a seamless experience if you were to ask me. Hotels, when it comes to the Gold Leaf, you're looking at the Fairmont properties, the Rimrock, the Four Seasons, Sutton Place, incredible 5-star and beautiful, beautiful properties throughout the beautiful Canadian Rockies. There's a Gold Leaf Deluxe level. Now remember, I should actually say not remember, but Deluxe meaning only your accommodation is going to be changed if you do Deluxe. Everything on the train, on the tours, on the transfers, everything stays the same as a regular Gold Leaf guest. But if you want Deluxe, you want your accommodations to be the best available at the time of booking. So you're talking a room with a better view, a suite, a villa. Now remember, Deluxe categories are always the least that we have out of all the lot space that we hold. So they're the first to go. If you really love suites and villas, you want to book this ASAP because they are the first to be taken. So at the time of booking, pending inventory, your accommodation will be upgraded to the highest degree available, and that is going Deluxe Gold Leaf. And once again, being customizable, you can work with all the different hotels, switch out hotels. You can do Gold Leaf and stay in Silverleaf properties. You can do a mix and match of different hotels. You can add tours, take away tours, work with your budget, personalize it for exactly what you want, when you want, how you want to do it. Talk to your travel professional. They'll be able to walk you through everything, make it extremely easy to set up. Now, when to travel? We go from mid-April to mid-October, and there are pluses to every time of the season you travel with Rocky Mountaineer. For April, May, and the beginning of June, it's the end of hibernation. So statistically, you get a lot more wildlife at this time. There's more snow prevalent on the mountains, ice on the lakes. The flowers are beginning to bloom. In the summer, you're looking at average temperatures in the 80s during the day, 70s at night. More sunshine you can ever imagine. Statistically, we get such more better weather than what you ever receive in Alaska. Google it if you don't believe me. Also, statistically, there's more wildlife to be seen as opposed to what you see in Alaska. So really some fantastic, beautiful sights throughout the whole entire, all 3 seasons. But the summer, best weather, everything lush and green. And then in the autumn, September, October, the big plus, the one item that people love to go see is the fall foliage. The colors lighting up the sides of the mountains. This can be starting at the beginning of September, even mid-September. It totally depends on, of course, weather. But it definitely can be quite vibrant and exciting to see these beautiful colors light up the sides of the mountains as you head into the Canadian Rockies. You can truly have it all, from gondola tours up to tops of Sulphur Mountain, helicopter tours, attaching a pre or post cruise tour. This is something I haven't really touched on yet, and I really want to make sure you're aware because right now all the cruise lines are pushing their Alaska cruises. We have seen such a growth in the pre and post cruise tour market. What I highly recommend, if you've done Denali already, or you're looking between Denali and the Canadian Rockies, take an Alaska cruise. If you were to go with my tip, heading eastbound, that would be a post cruise tour. You can attach a cruise from either in Seattle or Vancouver. And you will really be thanking me as it will enhance your experience up in this beautiful part of the world. I'm telling you, if you want luxury, if you want fine dining, if you want tours, everything included, and have such an amazing experience, you're going to want to definitely look at adding a pre or post cruise tour to your cruise. People who love cruising are going to love what we have to offer. When it comes to motor coaches, I want to make sure you're aware that we're not just using yellow buses. We actually have these fantastic motor coaches that are used exclusively for Rocky Mountaineer. These are brand new. They were built last season of 2017. They have a drink station on board offering soft drinks, water, orange juice, coffee, cappuccino, whole different machine, espresso machine there to help make this experience so much more pleasurable. You have cameras throughout the whole entire motor coach, including a camera in the front to see what the driver's seeing out of. It's also a full, nice bathroom, all leather seats. It's a really beautiful, beautiful new motor coach, and we have around 30 of them. So definitely motor coaches going all the time. Perhaps motor coaches is not your thing. Know that we are also able to be very flexible, and we can work with your pace, and that is by renting a car through Rocky Mountaineer. We have a fantastic partnership with some of the rental car companies in the Canadian Rockies, so you can truly do everything by booking right through Rocky Mountaineer, and we'll be able to make sure you're taken care of and able to see things at your own pace throughout the Canadian Rockies. Some best of the best sellers I want to make you aware. If you do see a brochure, this is what it's like on the inside. For example, this is a very popular itinerary, the Journey Through the Clouds Explorer Edition, having you start in Vancouver, head up to Jasper, 2 nights in Jasper, coming down the Columbia Icefield Parkway, one of the most beautiful highways in the world. Definitely a tour you don't want to miss, stopping in Lake Louise and Banff. But here's where I would personalize this itinerary a bit more. You can see there's only 1 night in Lake Louise and 1 night Banff. Arriving in the evening of Lake Louise and leaving first thing in the morning is not always the ideal thing to do. You want to be able to enjoy these places you go to and not feel rushed or just check in and check out the next day. I personally would take this itinerary, add a night in Lake Louise, add a night in Banff. 2 in Jasper, 2 in Lake Louise, 2 in Banff, make it just so much more ideal. Allows you to enjoy what you're doing, customize it, personalize it. This even includes a helicopter tour, which is quite amazing. If you want to do your self-driving, another idea, real quick trip, you're looking at only around 5 nights in and out, seeing the beautiful Canadian Rockies and having a rental car. Going from Seattle, another option, taking you up to Vancouver, 2 nights there and heading eastbound. And finally, a circle journey, just an example to show you round trip Vancouver, 2 nights in all the beautiful places in the Canadian Rockies, including some tours. If you have time on your hands and you want to see and do it all, a circle journey is something you definitely want to look into. What's new for 2018? We do have some new exciting itineraries. First, for those of people who love food, I'm talking foodies. We have some fantastic new itineraries that are designed especially for foodies. First of all, in Vancouver and Calgary, you're going to be doing walking tours, going through the food markets, picking out food and going to eat them later, which is incredible. And then when you get to Lake Louise and Banff, you're going to be meeting world-class chefs, even eating at a 5-star Michelin-rated restaurant in Banff. You'll be having 6-course meals, paired wines. It is a foodie's dream come true. Perhaps food isn't your cup of tea, it's more the adventure side. We also created some new itineraries, some new unique experiences that you only can find on Rocky Mountaineer. First, in Vancouver, you're looking at doing a Zodiac trip or a bicycle trip around the town, or a Zodiac trip around the ocean, looking for beautiful whales and sea lions and dolphins. And then in the city, taking a bicycle all around the sights and scenery. And then in Jasper, you're looking at either doing a hiking or a walking tour through the national parks with a park ranger. In Lake Louise, taking a beautiful canoe over the Emerald Lake, so you get up and close and personal to these beautiful mountains and the glacier in the distance. In Banff, you're doing a boat ride on a Bow River, heading down the coast, seeing beautiful sights along the whole ravine and the canyon in the Banff River. So that's a really unique experiences on top of all the other different little tours we have thrown in there. So that's all about adventurers. Those are all also new itineraries for 2018. From, once again, hiking to the Ice Explorer, you can see the bottom there, cycling through the woods. Now, mind you, when it comes to promotions, Rocky Mountaineer does not discount. We don't rebate. We don't work with companies like Costco. So I'm sorry for those of you who love to work with Costco. We just don't do it because we once again try to maintain a certain price point and a big bang for your buck. All of our promos, however, and we do have promos, they last for around 2 to 3 months. So you can see this one goes until March 2nd. It's up to $500 USD per couple to use on your hotels, dining, if you want to add some dining into the whole mix, transfers, you want to include a nice transfer from the airport to a hotel and vice versa, adding tours. This can be added to whatever you like on board the trip, up to $500 USD if you book now until March 2nd. If you wait after March 2nd, please know our promos only downgrade, only go lower in value. So it may be up to 400 or up to 300 after March. So you definitely want to book earlier rather than later. Here's some of our awards and accolades, and I want to give you that peace of mind. A place like TripAdvisor, a place where people spew hate and anger and negative feedback. We've been given a certificate of excellence for customer service over the past 15 years in a row. We have more awards and accolades than the Orient Express. National Geographic has given us best train trip to take for the past 2 years in a row. So rest assured, if you do choose to travel with Rocky Mountaineer, you will be in such good hands. We will take excellent care of you, and I'm sure you're going to have some fantastic rave and reviews to bring to your friends and family upon your return. It is a trip of a lifetime. Now, I want to thank you again for your time. For any questions, please contact your travel professional. They'll be able to answer anything you have. If not, they'll have me in their back pocket to utilize. But I want to thank you again for your time, and I hope you're able to choose Rocky Mountaineer in the near future, because you will not be regretting that decision, and it's going to be truly a trip to be remembered forever. Thank you again, and have a great one. Bye.